get a chance, man, go on Twitter and help your boy out, man, with a retweet, please. Let me see here. Hub says, hello, everyone. Greetings to Brother Conrad and my guy, Derek. Sean Hubbard. Sean Hubbard is the host of Clash of the Podcast with me. We bring both of our podcasts together every Monday live at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. You're going to want to be there. This Monday, we're going to probably be talking about Money in the Bank fallout. So make sure you stick around, and we'll get into some of that for sure. Also, he dropped a Hubonomics today about our truth. I think me and Derek will definitely agree with what he was saying on that. Rob, appreciate you. I see him in the chat. He was saying that he wasn't feeling Dynamite. He said maybe it didn't hit at all. I thought Dynamite hit. Oh, yeah. I don't agree, Rob.
Yeah, I definitely think it hit tonight.
For sure. Eric Douglas, I see you, man. Appreciate you. You said Fox got us. Probably Fox or TBS, somebody. I saw what was the issue, and I was just trying to fix it as quickly as possible, man. And geez Louise. Appreciate everyone who said the sound is good. Jesus De Leon, what's good? Sup, still waiting on that Forbidden Door review. You missed it on Monday, my friend. Me and Sean did the Forbidden Door review. Derek wasn't even here for that show. I don't know if Derek watched all of it.
I saw highlights.
Yeah, so move along, Jesus. Move along. All right. Conrad Pipe Bomb. No, I was pissed, man. Zach, what's good? My man D is here. Heck yeah. Yo, man. Don't y'all be bringing none of that craziness. All right. I already had to cut a promo once. I'll do it again. I'm in no mood tonight for any shenanigans, bullshittery, or anybody talking that wild talk about foolishness. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, man. None of that. So appreciate everybody who's up in here, man. Thank you guys so much. Let's run down Dynamite, man.
Let's do it.
Derek, were you surprised that Swerve retained the title of Forbidden Door? I guess we'll get your Forbidden Door thoughts.
Not at all.
I thought it was the right move.
It was, because I think the next move is to relinquish that.
What, the title? Nah, dude. Nah. You didn't put him over. You got to put him over all the way. I don't know what's next for him, though. I know that whoever wins the Owen is the next contender. They've got two choices here, I think, that seem like...
Honestly, bro, I don't... I think we have to get to that part in order for me to elaborate on that.
Understandable. And fair point as well. We'll get into all of that. We opened up tonight's show with... And by the way, no show last week because we were at the show. Buffalo's own Daniel Garcia. He got a great reaction in the arena last week. And we open up with Daniel Garcia being interviewed by Renee Paquette. He says that he's going to win the championship. He swears on his mother he's going to do it. He's going to finally win the big one. MJF says he's going to be in his corner. And Daddy Magic gives him the blessing to go out there and do it.
Daddy Magic.
You got to be careful. Man. Gotta be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, I don't know, man. Just I've been feeling Danny Garcia, man. Like I'm like, yo, this dude deserves something.
He does. He's put in a ton of work, and
him and Yuta are the future, bro. I really believe that. Like those absolutely. Are two guys that you need to put on for.
Listen, if Yuta could stay away from the CTE situations.
Yeah, I mean, concussions are concussions, man. I don't know what you want him to do about it.
No. I get it. I just think that
that was a long time to be out, but
yeah,
you got to be careful with that stuff, in my opinion. Like,
no, you do have to be careful because it's just like breaking a bone. Once you break it once, it's easier to break.
Let me see here. Someone says, that future looks bleak. Why does the future look bleak, Zach? I'm sorry. I'm questioning a lot of people with the AEW hate. Like I have to lately, because some of it I don't know if it's genuine or not, or if it's a legit criticism. So I have to ask. That's just how I'm feeling. Terrell says Derek wasn't here back on Monday, but Derek, I was there in person chanting FCM Punk. I said it. Okay, Conrad Pipe Bomb. I don't know why. Did you see? Wow, I did not know the Cobra Kai shirt. Oh, because it's yellow. Of course, I shouldn't have wore this shirt. Cobra Kai never dies. So, how many CM Punk shirts did you see tonight, though?
Quite a few.
at the Buffalo show. Did you hear the CM Punk chants when Jack Perry appeared on the screen? It was way worse last time when we went and we tried to start CM Punk chants. People would be like, "Boo! Shut up!" Boo. They ain't saying that no more.
Not no more.
There were, but yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know what you mean by the future looks bleak, Zach. You have to explain yourself, homie. Let's get into this Owen Hart opener we had tonight for Beach Break. Show was all about that young Shark Week that they had up there. But we had Bryan Danielson and the homies going up against Pac. This was a phenomenal match, I thought.
This was really, really good. Seeing these two go at it, I expected nothing less than excitement.
Two phenomenal wrestlers. I don't know what more you could ask for from both of them.
Just a brute. Oh God, like the brutality between the both of them was just like, oh, it makes it's not cringeworthy, but it makes you want to cringe because it's like, damn, relax. you got a lot of ferocity in there, bro. Chill.
The beatings will be coming. That's all I know. The beatdowns were coming in this one. Fans were chanting "Holy shit" before they even locked up in Chicago. But Chicago to me was a big AEW town.
Oh,
always has been. I do think that there's some calmness now to the product where people aren't going as much. Maybe it doesn't seem as hot, but I still feel like Chicago's one of their like main towns. Like you got Chicago, Jacksonville, New York, Cali, I would say Texas. They have their places where they still have their fans, and it's going to be a rowdy crowd. I appreciated Chicago tonight for what they were able to do. And listen,
Chicago.
Listen, I've been telling people for a while. Back in the day, it was Madison Square Garden. It was New York City, best wrestling crowd. I think Chicago's got it now.
Chicago might have it right now, bro.
Chicago might be the best wrestling city, man, because they get all the shows.
Yeah, they just might be, bro. Like, and Chicago is it's just like New York City when you talk about this. They will let you have it, no matter what.
They're gonna say how they feel. I know that. They ain't going along with the program.
Nah, we saying this tonight. Oh no, this is what's gonna happen tonight. Like Chicago is just like that, bro.
Listen, in this match, we saw a big brainbuster suplex off the top from Pac. Tried to follow with a black arrow. Danielson moves. He has to eat doo-doo, as we call it, and hits a running knee for his troubles. Danielson can't follow up. He ends up flowing over into a label lock. They trade some counters and crucifix flash pin for the win for Danielson.
Yes.
Same way Pac won against Claudio. Caught him the same way. Just put a note that.
Payback.
Caught him slipping. Very interesting. Matt Lopez says that he thought this was a great opening match. I believe Bryan is winning this tournament. I think he's up there. He's one of my two picks. I don't think he is. I think he's finals bound, but he's finals bound from this. Excuse me. This is a semifinals match.
Hard to say.
But he might be cooked, man. Pac should have won this match. Nah, bro. Pac got other plans at All In. Hoping we get Pac versus Swerve. Nah, Pac ain't. You were wrong about that. Ain't no way. You have a better chance of getting Pac Ricochet at All In than that match. It's Shark Week, but no Shark Boy. Shameful. Give me a shell, yeah. Bring him back, man. Zach responded. He said, I don't see anything in Garcia, man. The matches are just okay. Not good on the mic. The gimmick isn't there, man. So who are you building AEW around, Zach? I'm curious. I take people to task for this, so I ask follow-up questions. So who do you build AEW around? You give me your few names. I would be interested to hear it and why. Quill says Danielson Pac was a great start to the show. Great match in general. The violence and the counters, a pure wrestling display. Very well done.
Yes.
Totally agree. Zach then came in about Wheeler. Wheeler maybe, but he's the bump guy of the group. He rarely gets to speak, and his stuff in the ring isn't too bad, but not a lot of memorable stuff. Got to give him memories to make them. Just putting it out there. Like I said, if it were up to me, Garcia and Yuta would be the main event players of Ring of Honor. if you ask me. That's how I would be doing it. But
yeah, I agree with that.
Not my company, brother. Shark Boy went extinct like the other shark. What is this? Megalon.
Megalodon.
Yeah. Great match, he says. Yeah. Let's get into Willow Nightingale being interviewed backstage by Renee Paquette.
Willow.
Willow cut a nice promo, Derek. What did you think of Willow's promo here? She was a little spunky, we'll say. I don't know if that's the right word. Spicy? Spry.
Yeah.
She came out. It was an all right promo though.
It was.
People got to talk tonight who don't usually get to talk. So
yeah. I think the delivery was good. I feel like she needs a little bit more work with the promos, but she doesn't talk much. They don't give her that opportunity to throw those in more. You know what I mean? Like the more she gets into it, the more you can feel it. I think she just needs a little bit more time in doing it, so that way she can perfect it. So I'm not holding anything against her at all. This was a good promo. I just feel like she's not up there yet to deliver the best promos that she can.
I think she's fine. It's the tough part for her is the babyface gimmick because Willow is awesome. It's hard to hate on her. That is also true. If you like the positivity gimmick, you're going to be with it. Byron Cutler says Willow Nightingale needs to turn heel. Byron, I'm going to disagree with that. You don't get too many people who the fans actually just like.
Yeah.
They usually want to turn you heel all the time. Like, turn him heel, turn him heel, turn him heel, turn him heel. I want to boo him, turn him heel. They'll be better that way.
Yeah.
And it's easier for wrestlers to be the heel. When you have someone like Willow, you keep someone like Willow as long as you can.
Yeah, I feel like Willow is the Bailey of AEW.
Yeah. Bailey when she had the positive gimmick and everything.
Yes.
The wacky inflatable tube man, Bailey. Yeah.
All the hugs and everything.
Yeah.
I think that's how Willow is, and I respect it. I accept it. I have no problem with it. I think turning her heel now would be the wrong time.
I just don't think you do it, man. I just don't think you do it.
Unless if you give her like a mean streak, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you could do it down the line, but the fans are going to tell you when to do it. I don't think they're telling you to do it just yet.
Not yet.
Deanna said fave match of the night was the main event. Segment of the night was DMD. Byron says SmackDown vs. Raw 7, the new GOAT of wrestling games. I'm not going to put it in GOAT status. It's a good game. I don't know if it's a great game. I like it though. I had fun with that one a lot. Willow is the baby face you need. I agree, Deanna. I agree with that. Let's get into Mark Briscoe joins Team AEW.
Old Southern boy.
He's from Delaware, bro. It's not the South.
Tall like you from the South.
You gotta let this go, Derek. The man's from the North. He lives on a chicken farm.
So sometimes I feel like people lie about where they're from.
He could be. This is pro wrestling. This is pro wrestling, darn it. I thought Mark Briscoe did a good job on this promo here. He's kind of been like to me, he reminds me of being like their Cactus Jack or their Terry Funk. Mm. He's a brawler. He can hold it down. And he can cut good promos.
Yes.
This is what he does. So he's the first one to sign up for Team AEW. I wonder how the rest of the crowd is going to flesh out, I guess is the best way to say it.
Yeah.
I'm wondering who else is going to be on that team.
It'd be interesting to see.
So after he got done talking, Jack Perry attacks him with the TNT title. Then Kyle O'Reilly came out. I was like, do not do this. I don't want to see Kyle O'Reilly really on this team. And that's no offense to Kyle. It's not the time to do that. Okada then comes out and stops Kyle O'Reilly.
Give him the Rainmaker.
Probably called him the B word too. But he might have saved that for some other folks tonight. The match is going to be 5-on-5. So the Elite are going to have to pick up one. Team AEW need 4 more people.
Oh, God. I cannot wait to see what those 4 are going to be. I feel like we're going to be shocked as to what the team is going to turn out to be.
I hope so. I hope that they come in with some stuff, man.
I feel like we'll be shocked on both sides because who do you pull for the Elite? like they don't have anybody right now left.
Well,
I mean, you do, but
the Elite has a friend that they're going to try and pull, I think, that we'll talk about later. That's the only person I see that fits on this team right now.
Unless if it's a wild card.
Right? Yeah, I see something in the chat that I'm just not even going to address because I just looked it up and I don't think it's true. And if you're coming in here and posting stuff like that, that's terrible, man. Going back to this, Zach says he would build the company around MJF, Britt, Willow, Preston Vance. Bruh, you said you didn't believe in Daniel Garcia. You believe in Preston Vance. Listen, man, Daniel Garcia has main evented more Dynamites than Preston Vance has seen Dynamites, bro. I'm telling you, that's just him being on the last match. I'm keeping it a buck, man. Like, come on, man.
Nah, yeah.
But maybe he's like, maybe likes Preston Vance's body, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
If that's what you're trying to sell to the people, I guess. The Guns, I like them as a tag team. I think those handful of people you build upon. Okay. I kind of like that assessment of Mark Briscoe. Nice. Mark Briscoe's going to do crazy stuff in Blood and Guts. Yes, please do not get hurt, man. I remember Santana getting hurt in there, and I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Got to be more careful.
Adam Richardson says, wait, Conrad, is Daniel Garcia leaving? We'll get into that when we get to the main event segment, but not by his own accord, we'll say. So after that, we get Timeless Tony Storm and Mariah May backstage. It is announced on Rampage Mariah May is going to face Hikaru Shida in the semifinals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. I think we all can say it's a layup that Mariah May should move on here.
Yes.
I was shocked they gave Shida the win, but Shida deserves it. She's their like John Moxley of that division.
She is. You can't go wrong with Shida. Sheeta's going to give you a good match, good storyline every single time. She
workhorse. That's what I say.
Big time.
That's what I say for the division here. Going into the next piece up in here, we had Kris Statlander, Willow Nightingale. When we talk about disappointment, this is when it kicks in for me a little bit. It's the sad but true realization here that I got this one wrong. I was hurt. I was hurt by this one. Derek, I don't know how you felt, but going into this, so this is basically a bitter feud here.
Very bitter.
And shout out to Derek for fixing, if you guys were hearing that little tapping noise, that was like a glass that was like ever so close to near the fan, but Derek muted that. We're live, pal.
We're live.
It's blood feud, man.
It is.
Statlander got pounced down the ramp.
Yo.
The pounce. Yo, Statlander got bodied down the ramp.
That the way she sold that was phenomenal. Like she really made that look like she got really thrown.
Looked like she got wrecked.
Car wrecked.
Yeah, it was messy out there. But dude, I want to just get into this. So Statlander eventually like gets on the offense, dominates, tries to put a beating down for everything that was being said. And dude, like, I don't know.
This was good to me. You know what? I enjoyed this match. I really did. And seeing the work, the body of work that they put through, I appreciate it.
This feud is, I don't think this is over yet, but Stokely puts the chain up. Statlander goes to use the chain. She goes to hit Willow. Willow moves. Stokely almost gets hit. He's like, whoa. Willow hits a roll up and gets the win. I swore Statlander was in the finals. It was money. It's going to be Statlander, Mariah May. Think you know everything? You don't know Jack.
Not a thing, not a thing.
GG, game over. And Willow Nightingale moves on to the final. She will be defending her Owen Hart Foundation Cup from last year.
But I will say Willow will lose in the finals.
Yeah, I'm going to agree.
Willow will lose. Only because this feud, like you said, this feud is not over. This feud has to culminate to a final conclusion, and I just don't think that this match was it.
Yeah. And Matt Lopez brings up a great point here. Another great match. I was shocked that Willow won. Bro, you ain't the only one. Me too. I swore it was a layup. Quill says Nightingale Statlander kind of underachieved. The wrestling was okay, but unexpected more. And surprisingly, Nightingale gets the win, which I like very much. I thought Stat would win to further the story. Quills, let me tell you what they did here, though. It didn't underachieve because they have a bigger blow-off match in mind. This is part of the story, and they're using the tournament to tell the story along with it. So I wouldn't say that just yet, but where I thought they were going to bob, they weaved. And they flipped the story on us a little bit.
That they did.
So I'm okay with it. But now I think Statlander and Stokely will screw Willow Nightingale over in the next match, regardless of opponent. Jealousy will be on their minds.
Yes.
I think it was a good match. If it's just another piece in the feud, that's what I think it is. Yeah, I agree with you, Zach, on that.
Yeah.
That I will back you on.
Definitely another piece.
Jeff Jarrett is then interviewed backstage. He doesn't really say anything, and Jay Lethal talks for him, saying he's preparing for a match for his good friend Owen Hart in the tournament. They really don't say much. They still have like Jarrett's crew assemble, but Jarrett was kind of the feel-good moment in this. He cut a great 9-minute promo. If you guys haven't seen the uncut version, I recommend watching it. They did like a little short chop-up one. And to anybody who complained about Jeff Jarrett being in this, shut up. Just shut up.
They were really good friends. Let them.
They were tag team champions, bro.
Like, dude, let them get in. What's the problem?
Yo, shout out to Deborah too, wherever she is, because Deborah never gets enough love. But yeah, I don't know why people were hating on this. I just thought it was ridiculous.
Well,
it's someone's favorite podcaster out there complaining, yelling into their echo chamber about all this BS. I just didn't agree with it. But you know, it takes someone else to say something to someone for them to get it sometimes. So
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Next up, Tony Schiavone introduces his friend, Dr. Britt Baker D.M.D. It's been a while since we had to say that. Britt Baker comes out. She kind of cuts a heartfelt promo. It felt heartfelt, but it also felt weird at the same time. It felt like it was like a PowerPoint presentation. I don't know if anyone else got that vibe from it.
Yeah.
Like she was kind of just going through and just talking to people, but she did say she was going to do that. So cool. She talked about having like a mini stroke. She got into some medical terms. I'm not going to get into any of that, but she said she had tingling sensations in her arms. She couldn't open a bottle of water. And then she just said she went up to Tony and was like, Tony, I need some time off for this. And Tony gave it to her.
Right.
Kudos to Tony for doing that.
Right.
Nice. I hope that happens for anybody who needs the time off. Afterwards, she starts talking about who runs this division, and well, you know what that leads to. CEO. Mercedes pulls up in a car. She comes out. I don't know who opened the door for her. It might have been the guy who didn't order Punk's all-in ticket. Yeah, I'm salty still. Probably the person that ordered his limo. Right. So they open up the door for Mercedes, and Mercedes comes out with the 2 belts. She's looking like a star. And honestly, I'm not going to front. When she gets out of the car, the Young Bucks are there, ready to greet her, saying that they have her celebration ready in the ring. They basically put the instant heat on her. There was none of the dancing and the CEO. See, it was none of that, bro. It was just they put her with the Bucks. All you heard was boo. They booed her even before then, though.
Yes.
They were like, nah, not feeling this.
Nope. Not feeling it all. but it was good. I liked it.
They made the right call, I'll say. They made the right call here. Why on earth would you have Mercedes Moné couldn't stay a babyface? That's what I'm going to say.
No.
After we got the chance, I don't know if you saw her match at the pay-per-view. Big shout out to Stephanie Baker, too. She crushed it. Whoever can get their hands on her, like if she becomes a free agent, you better try to scoop her up. They had Mercedes Moné out there, and New York fans were like chanting F the Celtics, F the Red Sox. Totally agree with that one. But I'm a New York baseball fan, so they do that, and I was like, is this towards Mercedes? And me and Sean were trying to figure that out. Like, I was like, is it towards is it you don't like Mercedes or you don't like the city she's from?
I would assume it's gotta be the city.
It's just that, like, it's that toxic weirdness that you're like, what?
It's gotta be the city. I don't think it's for her. I mean, I think a little bit is for her, but I think the majority is. Anything from Boston coming through New York or New York coming through Boston, that's the type of feeling that you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So I think it was more so for the city versus her.
That's what I thought too, but it translated to Chicago, bro. They were like, nah, forget her. Her and Britt get in the ring. I'll tell you this. All you heard was bitch, 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 bitch. Okay. Enough. You could curse. We get it. We get it. But they just said that back and forth. But it felt real, though.
It did.
The hatred felt real between them.
It did.
It was, I've been here from the beginning. Britt Baker will turn you heel instantly because she puts on the, if you're not down with AEW, down with you. And she will be babyface real quick by saying that. It's worked every time thus far.
Yes.
Mercedes, oh, you just showed up here. Blah, blah, blah. You came and got championship. Listen, this match should be good. And I'm glad Britt Baker's not getting right back into the women's title picture where she left off. When she left, she's going back. Mercedes started to get to the back of the line. Britt did her best Charlotte Flair. What line? And yeah, they went and did that. And I know I had to take that shot. Sorry, Charlotte. I hope you're recovering. Truly. But as a character, though, that's something she would probably say. I am the line.
Right.
So they do that. And I was like, yes, let's go. Let's go. So I'm hyped for this match. That's another all-in match.
Yes, this match is going to be pure piff.
Piff, he says.
Sir Piffington.
It could be good, man. It could be good. I was happy with this. And Mercedes going heel is the right thing. Even having tonight also felt like the Bucks were a part of any time you were trying to establish someone as a heel, they're on the elite side.
Yes.
Interesting.
Very.
Terrell says it looks like Mercedes joined the elite and will be their fifth at Blood and Guts. Nah. You can't mix it up like that. You'll run into some problems. Unless you allow that violence to occur, someone's gonna be super kick. Something crazy will end up happening. I do think I would like to see a women's Blood and Guts, though. I think they missed last year. I think they missed the chance to do it. They should have.
Yeah, I think a woman's Blood and Guts match would be actually really
put that division in there and let them show what they can do, man.
Yeah, I think it'd be really, really
good. Yeah. D.M.D, hell yeah. Zach's a fan. Happy Britt is healthy. Britt Baker versus Mercedes, all in. Said it, AEW. It's going down. Chad, what's up, brother? Chad says, what up, Conrad? What up, Derek?
What
Appreciate
up, Chad?
You. Zach says, I felt like it went on a little too long. The segment, it dragged. It could have been. Maybe it might have been that long entrance, too, that they gave Mercedes to have her come out. Dude, Derek laughed at the disrespect. They're like, get all the stuff ready for her post-celebration. Britt's in the ring. They're just, like, dumping balloons on her. Like, wow.
Like, the pure disrespect was there.
Terrell put up CEO. Chris, what's good, man? Chris Leclerc says, before Dynamite, Sky Blue won Ring of Honor putting her record to 10-0 in Chicago.
Nice.
Kris, were you at the show live, brother? Or are you just reading up on it? Mone is the present and future. Britt is the past. Wow, Terrell. Wow.
Ooh.
I will see Britt next Saturday at a celebrity softball game in my area again at Washington Wild Things Ballpark.
Nice.
There you go. T-Ferg said, what up, fellas? Mercedes makes a better heel. T-Ferg, I would give you the handshake, the mega powers. I gotta be savage, though. And yeah, for sure. Makes a better heel than Babyface. She's like MJF, a natural heel. The crowd was chanting for Mercedes to shut the F up. Laugh out loud, giving her the MJF CM Punk treatment. Yeah. Until they don't like you for something else.
Right. Exactly.
Fickle. Fickle. Danielson and definitely my wife always yell at about wrestling fans. Fickle. 1 minute you like them, then you hate them.
Right.
McKinney said, yo, woke up from the best nap ever. Here to drop off a like and hear what happened on Dynamite. Yes. To the duo of Wednesday night the dynamic duo of Wednesday night EPW Willow. Not Willow, right? From Willow. Jeez Louise. Mercedes is a heel and is the best character she's portraying. Adding the elite butting up is a nice touch. Yankees lost today against Cincinnati Red. Kris, we don't talk about that now. All I need to know is when you get in the playoffs, you better do what you're supposed to do. All right? I'm getting real tired of this coaching regime and the excuses.
I definitely think it's coming down to LA and the Yankees.
That's what I like to hear, sir.
Definitely think it's coming down.
People are getting that feeling of someone shoved down their throat with Mercedes. Nah, I don't agree with that. She's only had 3 matches, bro. She only had 3 matches. I'm tired of hearing this. I really am, bro. Mercedes has played her role. Then you didn't like her, so then she turned heel. They've given you what you've wanted. I don't think how is she shoved down the throat when she's not even the main champion? It's Toni Storm. Britt in the bank. Hashtag what rankings, right, McKinney? Get rid of those rankings, bro. They're bad.
They are bad.
They're bad. They don't work.
Yeah.
Sky Blue wants the women's blood and guts. Nice. They should give it to them.
They really should, bro. I think that really will showcase the women.
Chad, you're a Pirates fan? All right. I'll allow it.
I'll be out there this weekend.
You lying?
No, I did.
I know he is. I'm just playing. I'm just talking. I'm just talking mess.
Yeah, I'll be out there this weekend. Hopefully, I get to see a game because I've been waiting to see Andrew McCutcheon play at least once.
He lying, y'all.
Nah,
he lying. What you gonna get out there? What do they have out there for? What you getting? The pretzel?
I don't know, bro.
You a foot long man?
Nah.
Tingliz? Nah. It's all right to have it's you're at the ballpark. I think it's fair game for someone to enjoy a glizzy, bro.
Nah, bro. There's too many cameras
there. you got to get over this, man.
Nah, way too many cameras. I'd have to have on some sunglasses, a hat.
You will. You're at a baseball game.
Yeah, nah. I need more though. I gotta cover up the tattoos. You're like, yeah, zoom in.
I'll never be embarrassed going to work. Yo, Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher, and Don Callis meet up. Will says that he wants to thank Don for everything he's done for him, but he doesn't want to be part of the family anymore. Don says, I usually don't let people out of contracts, but for you, Will,
I'll do it.
Sure. And he said, I may have to ask you for a favor later. What would that be?
And then we zoom around.
Kyle, let's go. And Kyle Fletcher gets snatched up. Listen, Kyle Fletcher, Will Ospreay are getting kicked out the Don Callis family. I firmly believe it. Absolutely. And Roosh is joining the Don Callis family.
Yes.
Roosh definitely scared me last week when he put his hand on Don's shoulders. He was like, when we were at the arena, they just showed the clip. You just saw the hand like this on his shoulder. Huh? Roosh came up like, what's up?
Right.
Felt like juice. Britt in the bank over Charlotte in the bank. She's been all over the shows. Yeah, she's one of their main people. Listen, man, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Mercedes should be on that show. For as much as you're paying her, you better have her on that show.
Yeah.
Look at this. Andrew McCutcheon, O'Neal Cruz, and who is this?
Oh, Paul Skeens.
Paul Skeens are my boys.
Yeah, Paul Skeens is that's a guy right there, man. That boy throwing 102 easy.
McKinney gets it though. See, as soon as you call yourself the CEO of anything, you're a heel. The whole dance and presentation says poop sniffing heel, and Britt is the whole. I don't know why I said poop. Britt is the homegrown babyface. Book it. Honestly, Derek will tell you, I was kind of not feeling Britt as much. I was like, okay. I mean, I feel like we were in a fine state, so you better come back and deliver.
Yes. 100%.
So we'll see. John G, what's good, man?
Welcome. What up, John G?
Derek Kyron needs a McCutcheon jersey.
Tell you, man. Hey, listen, my man Andrew McCutcheon hit a home run. Gotta tip the hat.
You don't apologize, John G. You can come in late. You're fine, brother. I'm glad you're here. Chris Jericho comes out and says that he has to get his TV time. Yo, me and Derek hate this gimmick. I don't know how you guys feel. You see, Zach, you talk about being mad at people. This is who you should be mad at. Why are you out here? What are we doing?
This gimmick is horrible.
I think Jericho's stuff goes on too long. Yes. Bro, when did him and Hook start feuding? May? Bro, we're 2 months in, and I'm like, please end this.
Yeah.
Please. I feel like we're gonna be at full gear. This is the big blow-off match with Hook and Jericho. Please end it now.
Yeah, let's be done with it. I get it. I totally get it. Jericho has to have something to do. He can't stop because if he does stop, his body's gonna lock. I get it, but Jesus Christ, dude.
Superstar.
Like, get out of here with this gimmick. This gimmick sucks.
So Jericho does also align with the heels. He says the Elite signed something to have Taz removed from the building effective immediately. Security tells Taz, get your short ass up. I'm just kidding, Taz. He gets up and they tell him, you got to go. Taz sells it very well. He leaves. And this is going to help with what they're going to end up doing here after this in the Wintrust Arena. I'm going to go through this quickly. Yeah. They had a match here with the homies in the house. And I'm coming back to your comment too, Zach. Hold on. Because I'm about to go off in a minute on that. Cage of Agony versus Samoa Joe, Katsuri Shibata, the wrestler, and Hook. Dog, why do we do the Gates of Agony like this, bro? They are a formidable team. Stop making them lose. Brian Cage, get this man off my screen if he's going to lose. Leave them on Ring of Honor. I don't know. I just want to see them do something better with all of these parties.
Bro, I have to ask the one question. The one question.
This better not be something stupid.
Nah. Have the Gates of Agony even won a match yet, bro?
Yes.
Who?
They've won matches on Ring of Honor. They've had some squash matches on Dynamite. But the issue is when they go up against anyone of value, they're like the premier athletes. They lose. But on Ring of Honor, they're the best. You know what I mean? It's just weird. Why are you calling them up to squash them? Forget squashing them. I don't know. I'm
why we gotta call him the Cage?
Because Brian Cage is their leader now, I guess.
Couldn't lead his way out of a paper bag.
Hey, not my listen.
The man can't choose what gimmick he wants to have.
You hate it, Derek.
I'm just saying.
Brian Cage looks great. I don't know what
he looks great, but his gimmick sucks.
I say the same thing. I know he's gonna cuss me out for this, but Cage, there's something about him. I want to repackage Cage and just be like, what are you? Who are you? And what do you want to be?
Yes.
I don't have an issue with what he's doing. I don't even hate him being in charge of this, but number one, this is not good for you to be in this group. It's not. I mean, he's getting matches on TV, great, but I think he's got to find something better.
He needs to be solo. I'm sorry. He needs to be solo.
Yeah, could be that.
Having him in a group, I really, really feel like that devalues him a lot. Because I think he really has what it takes to be there. But someone has to reel in these dumbass gimmicks.
Bro, forget the dumbass gimmicks. Someone has to lose, and I completely understand that. But
not every time.
But they win sometimes. Like I told you,
I don't ever see it, bro.
Bro, because the squash match is 2 minutes. That's the difference. Here's what I'm saying though. They all got locked in a triple submission. And I think they said Samoa Joe tapped out Leona. And I'm just like, dude, what? You guys all look like chumps. Like, they just snatched you up like that. But it's what it is, bro. I know Shibata, Hook, and Samoa Joe are the focus right now. I don't know what you do with Cage of Agony, but like I said, teams like this, the infantry, I mentioned premier athletes, put them on Ring of Honor then and let them be stars down there. You're better off that way. And it's not that they're bad or anything like that. You need stars down there too. Let those guys be the stars for now.
You do need stars down there, and just figure it out.
That's just my short-term thing.
No, just figure it out, bro.
Afterwards, the Learning Tree put a beat down on him. Of course, Big Redwood, Big Bill. He comes out there. They have Brian Keith put Shibata's arm in the chair, injuring it because Shibata injured his arm. I get it. Joe gets beat on the back with a chair. He's down, and they jacked Hook up. Jericho's whipping him with the heavyweight, like the FTW belt. They set up a table, choke slam, put him through the table. Thanks, guys. Har, har, har. This isn't for me, this gimmick, but har, har, har. Get to the point of this, like whatever it's going to be.
Get to the point.
I'm going to leave it at that. Now, we're going to go back. I want to rewind here, and I'm going to get to your other comments, Zach. He says, nah, I think we're making a mistake paying her that much. This is going back to Mercedes Moné first. Okay. I hope they have her in some kind of evaluation clause in her contract because they way overpaid for what they're getting.
Well, you got to remember, she just got back. But
No. I'm about to go off. Why is it okay to pay Charlotte Flair all that money and Becky Lynch all that money, but Mercedes and Bayley aren't worth it? I want people to peep the treatment of those two as well. Bayley wins the Royal Rumble, not on any posters,
right? Not
featured on WrestleMania on any cups or promotions.
Nope.
Why was that? This is garbage, son. Becky is over because she popped Charlotte because people were tired of her, and they're still tired of her. Charlotte Flair should just be a heel, period. Charlotte Flair, that whatever, dude. You're gonna insert her in whatever you need to. And I'm not saying she's not a great performer. She is. But what I'm saying is Mercedes brings something to the table. Bayley brings something to the table. Becky brings something to the table. They should all be getting big pieces of the pie of what you're doing. Now, if you don't let Bayley get into anything where she can do something, that's an issue. Mercedes didn't go back to WWE because she felt disrespected. Lo and behold, I wonder who the two people were who did it. No comment. They're being sued. And this is where we are now with all of this. And I shouldn't even say sued. There might be an investigation being done on them. We'll have to see. But I'm not going to get into any of that. Why on earth is it bad for her to get paid? She deserves it. She deserves the money. She made history in the other companies that she's worked in.
Yeah.
First black women to main event of WrestleMania, Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks, and they both deserve it. I had no issues with that. Great match, by the way. She never had an issue with putting people over. First women's tag team champions. Cool. Or I shouldn't say first in a long time in WWE. Right. And my issue with that was you gave them the belts and they had them lose it a month later. Why?
You have to think like she deserves more than what she's gotten over the years, and I believe this is something that she needs.
Right. Quill says Chris Jericho's cringe. We're on the same page with Jericho's. All right, Zach. There's hope. There's still hope. The Learning Tree equals cringe. Feuds are too long. I don't care that it's a parody gimmick. Chad still talking about his Pirates. Skip the 6-man tag. You want to make me change the channel, put on a 6-man tag? Yeah, you're along the same boats with Derek.
Yeah.
The Brian Cage trunks in the pick are stupid. The King of Cage, WTF. Wait, Derek, since when does Brian Cage has a gimmick? Well, 1 minute he's Terminator, then he's Sting, then he comes out wearing Get My Shit In. Like, what?
Yeah,
I get what he's saying. Look at this. We're talking about the Rays now, Chad. What are you doing, Chad? Chad, you have to start donating some money for us to start up a Patreon if you want to talk baseball with Derek here. I think best cage I've seen so far was him with Taz. Yeah. Send Jericho to CMLL for 6 months, McKinney says they want to exchange wrestlers and let him be El Trio Lerno, whatever the TV time precious thing is, and give me more Mark Briscoe or Athena. Yeah. Give him a manager tag team, Cage and Lance Archer. Dude, I saw Cage and Hammerstone the other day. They look like a good team. They look like they were chiseled. You put Cage with someone that they could be like the Road Warriors or something and let them just destroy people. I don't know. Let Butcher and Blade beat up some people. I would like to see some more strong tag teams in the division. FTR they're farting through silk, baby. You can smell them, baby. They know what they're doing. Right. You need more teams like that, but you need them to be different. Who's your powerhouse team? Who's your cunning tag team? Who's the top heel team? Who's the top babyface team? I want the tag division fixed next, and I think we are going to get there eventually. Please bring them in. That's all I'm saying. And also, you can give us the Grizzled Young Veterans too. I'll take them.
Yeah,
I'm with it. Let me see. How would you like Arena DLC in 2K25? You can put in any ECW and WCW arenas for me. That's not fair to assume I like Charlotte and Becky, but not Bayley. I'm not assuming that you did. I'm saying that the treatment, why are Charlotte and Becky so high above them versus Mercedes and Bayley? Like, why is Mercedes not worth the money? That's what I'm asking. Why is she not worth the money, but they are? I never hear complaints about how much money they make. It's always about Mercedes is not good enough. Mercedes isn't this. Mercedes isn't that. She's in The Mandalorian. I don't see anyone else getting movie offers or TV show offers out of them. She brings something to the table. You think AEW haters are hating now? Wait till Becky signs with AEW. I don't know if that's going to happen, Terrell. I don't believe it. AEW once had the strongest tag team division. The trios division killed the division. Yes, Jesse from the Pro Wrestling Shoot will put up his stuff in here. I haven't even been putting up my links, man, tonight. Yes, he said that as well. And at first I didn't agree with him, but no, it's probably true.
I told you, bro.
It's probably true. Not El Trio Lerno. Yo, that was McKinney, not me. Kyra needs a Billy Zappi jersey now.
Hey, there we go.
Farting through silk. I got that reference. Bayley's been disrespected by WWE for years. I agree. Bayley and Sasha did help carry the women's division on SmackDown during the pandemic. They were the best part of it. Shout out to E for putting up the Discord. Feel free to join, guys. Got a good Discord going on over there. Let me get back to this. Jeff Jarrett gets a match. I think everybody knew what this was. I think E or someone had put this in before. Jeff Jarrett cut that good, wonderful promo with Owen Hart because Jeff Jarrett's going to be the sympathetic babyface here.
Yes, he is.
Hangman came out with a new theme.
I appreciate the theme.
Hangman was an ass.
He was.
He beat the hell out of Jeff Jarrett throughout most of this match. Jarrett had a couple moments where he showed some life, but then Hangman slammed his head against the steel stairs. Jarrett did have that nice reversal.
Oh, yeah. That
on the buckshot lariat. Yeah. Put him in that sharpshooter. I popped. I ain't going to front. Bring your ass here, boy. That was his hope spot. Hangman got to the ropes. Buckshot. He got hit with the dead eye. Derek thinks Jeff Jarrett falls funny from the dead eye. He was just like, oh, no.
he felt like he got shot, bro. Ugh.
It's called the dead eye. That's what he was thinking. It goes through, man. He does a little shiesty maneuver, grabs the trunks, pulls him into the ropes. Buckshot lariat, like I said, hits another dead eye for the win. Hangman gets the dub, man. Hangman Danielson finals. They can rock it out.
So
this was a good match when Danielson first got to AEW.
Right. So here's my thing. I definitely feel that it'll be Hangman and Danielson, but I definitely feel it is too soon to bring Hangman back to Swerve. Hangman has to cost Swerve. I don't know why.
Here's why I don't think it makes sense though. Hangman, you can do Hangman and Swerve now, and Danielson and Swerve can happen when you go to Wrestle Dream because they're both from the Pacific Northwest. Might sell more tickets that way.
Yeah.
See, I'm just saying logically to me that's what I would do.
Well. I'm saying like if Hangman wins the Owen, goes to face off Swerve, Hangman has to lose. But I feel like if like I feel like it has to be Hangman and Swerve at like the right moment. I don't think it's Wrestle Dream. I think it's after that because Hangman still has a personal vendetta. So Hangman's gonna screw anybody else who tries to get this title because he wants to be the one to take it off.
Yeah.
And I think in the long run, Hangman will be the reason why Swerve loses it. But Hangman won't get it.
I think you have Swerve go over Hangman again.
No. Yeah, Swerve will go over Hangman, but I think Hangman will be the reason why Swerve doesn't keep it.
Listen.
Swerve will lose it to someone because of Hangman.
This comes from a deep place in my soul. I want y'all to know I mean this. I don't give a fuck about Hangman Page and what he wants to do. All right?
You gotta be nice. No.
You got my guy kicked out of this company. I'm tired of you. Tired of you boys. I'm tired of all this crap. Scapegoat my ass. I'm tired of all this. All right? So I get they're gonna let them run roughshod or do whatever, right. But Swerve is our champion.
Swerve is the champion.
Swerve. You're building this company around Swerve, Ospreay, and MJF. Yes. Period. Those are the guys, and then insert Darby. I think it's time to move Darby up.
Yeah.
If you're ready to move up some of these other cats, feel free. I don't know when and how, but that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm going back in. I'm getting back to your comment here. I totally blame the Ducks for the trios division. Wrestle Dream is in 20,000 arena. Having Bryan and Swerve, the hometown boys, would be fire. Yeah, I don't know if they'll sell 20K, but you got to do something there. I see what you're saying. I don't think there should have been a big pay gap between Mercedes, Bayley to Charlotte. That's what I'm saying about people is I'm making a point about why should that pay gap be there? Why is Charlotte 20 times better than Mercedes? You tell me what Charlotte brings. Because to me, you're not going to tell me Mercedes doesn't bring television eyes. Why is she on The Mandalorian then? I know it's not a big role or anything like that, but she's on television though. They want her. To me, she acts like the superstar out of all of them with the hair, everything. When I see her, I would assume she is somebody. Yes. If we do the airport test, she is somebody. And I just think Bayley just doesn't get enough. And I'm not saying that you hated Bayley. That's not my point at all in this. I'm saying that I feel like Mercedes and Bayley, I don't hear enough crying out for why aren't they getting what they deserve.
Yeah.
Nobody complains about the money that Becky and Charlotte earn. And to be frank, they probably deserve it too. The women should get paid if they are top draws in the company. I mean that. I'm being 100% serious. Like, pay them then.
Well,
give them their bread. She's main event at Wrestle. She made history, bro. She main event at WrestleMania and all that. I know you don't like her.
On her own, bro.
Well, she can't help who her daddy is.
Bro. Oh, okay. As long as we acknowledge that.
You mad at Bronny too? Like I said, listen, he got the bread. I can't be mad at it.
I'm mad at it because you got a whole bunch of other people who were 1,000 times better than him who went undrafted.
Zach said Hangman dropped off with me too. I got mad at Hangman with the Punk stuff. Like, I just thought Hangman was being completely ridiculous. And ever since then, I've kind of looked at Hangman side eye. And I know he's like, oh, I don't want to talk about it now. I always said he's the friend who threw the rock and then never got in trouble for it. And I'm like, nah, dude, you started this and now you want to be like, nah, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to do nothing about it. And like I said, he's gone now. So everything should be hunky-dory. But I still keep hearing problems. I still keep hearing issues.
This is all CM Punk's fault.
Yeah.
Is it?
Bayley, Becky, Mercedes, Charlotte all have brought eyes to the women's division from NXT to the main. Bronny should have not gotten drafted. They did that to have LeBron sign a 2-year deal at LA. Facts. That's true.
Well, no, I won't say he shouldn't have gotten drafted. I will say he shouldn't have gotten drafted where he was drafted at.
Oh, you think he should have been like 3rd round, 4th round?
Yes. Bro, you mean to tell me he's better than the dude that center that played at NC State? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah. I will wipe my derriere with that whole ideology that you have to think that he was better than him.
Derek said derriere. We are done with this show, folks. Moving on. Hook is attacked backstage by the Learning Tree. He got hit with a fireball because Jericho's a wizard again.
Funny how that comes in when it needs to, right?
Young Bucks tried to recruit Hangman back, and Hangman basically like yoked them up and was like, "Who are you talking to?" So Hangman's trying to, I don't know if he went rogue. Yeah. He's an outlaw, so they couldn't recruit him. Rampage, we got Roosh versus Commander, Sheeta versus Mariah May, MJF. Why did it say cakes up? Bad notes. MJF is going to be opening up Collision. Hangman versus Jay White's going to be happening on that show, and Trisha Dora versus Toni Storm. Let's go. Never seen Trisha Dora from Ring of Honor. Really good. Next week on Dynamite, we get both the Owen finals matches from Calgary, Dramatic Pause, Alberta, Canada, and that was for Lance Storm. And there was Swerve returns next week in Calgary as well. So I'm sure he'll be having eyes on the tournament finals.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk this main event angle real quick. Yo, I was ready to bet it all that Daniel Garcia was going out tonight for the international title. I was like, he's got this, bruh. Right. He's got this. Wait, hold on. See, I got to address stuff as soon as I see this. Metrics, who on paper help increase the company's market value? Didn't Bayley and Sasha do that with NXT, and that's why it's an established program that everybody wanted to go to? They've had one of the best women's matches, in my opinion, of all time. Is that not increasing company market value by doing that? I'm just throwing it out there. I'm placing it back. We can have a conversation about this. To make it worse, LeBron's 2-year contract prevents them from signing future big names. Circus show Lakers. They'll be fine in a couple years, y'all. Trust. If I could get serious for a minute, Quills knows. So Garcia's out here, man. We had a hard chop contest. Yo, Derek made me mad at this. He kept saying, "Why is Daniel Garcia rubbing his chest?" I'm like, bro, he got the crap chopped out of him. What do you mean? Why is he rubbing his chest?
Bro, because I kept missing the chops.
Brother man was hurting, bro.
All I could see was this. I'm like, your chest itch, bro? What's going on?
Yo, he was done. Hidden blade counter into a sleeper hold by Garcia. He transitions into a front chancery. Yo, Garcia hit a pile driver, bro. I thought he had him. I thought it was over, bro. He pile drove like he did Butcher on Collision last week. 2.99999 in Fire Pro. He kicks out. MJF then puts the ring up there. He's like, yo, we're about to do this, bro. Use the ring. Garcia won't do it. He's like, no, I can't. While he hands it back to him, Derek yells, "Oh shit," because this hidden blade came from out of nowhere. He took his head off, bro.
Yo, that was the meanest hidden blade ever.
Rob will tell you, I've hated that move since he did it to Kota Ibushi, bro. I was like, why did you do Kota Ibushi filthy like this, bro? Took his head off, bro. Neck was all sideways. I was like, Jesus, dude, what was that? He was done. So he pins him after he loses. Afterwards, Garcia's in the corner crying. I don't know what you're crying for. You had your chance.
Right.
Will goes to give him some positive encouragement. MJF looks jealous in the background. MJF then goes up to him, says, "Hey, man, you're still Danny Garcia. These people still love you. Chicago's cheering for him." MJF kicks him square in the nuts. Down goes Garcia, puts a beating on him. He's got his shirt on underneath. Obviously, it was a white shirt, so you know what time that is. Time to get some color. Right. So, boom, boom, boom. He's pounding him with the ring. He nails it with the Dynamite Diamond ring. Garcia's busted open now. And it was like from ear to ear up at the top. Like, he was donezo. Daddy Magic comes out to try to make the save. Yo, MJF hit this dude one time, bro. I thought he had stigmata. I'm not going to lie, bro. He was bleeding from everywhere. His eyeballs had blood coming out of him, bro. He said kicked him right in the buffaloes. Shut up, Yo. Daddy Magic's bleeding like crazy. Garcia's down. MJF is beating the hell out of this dude, bro. MJF's new finisher, I think, is the Brain Buster. People must not want to take that pile driver he would do with the sit out. It's probably kind of dangerous too for some people to take it. So he's using the Brain Buster. Hits the Brain Buster, or actually, did he? No, he threw him down. He just started pounding him again. He didn't even care. So MJF is just beating him down again. Tony Schiavone yells, "That son of a bitch is no good." Garcia opened up. MJF puts the foot on the throat. Like I said, Daddy Magic's got stigmata. He's bleeding everywhere. MJF hits a tombstone off the second rope. They do the stretcher job on Daniel Garcia after this. It was great. Will Ospreay comes back out limping. I thought MJF could take him, but he bails.
Yes.
Bails out, man.
Playing the mind game.
And then the best part, MJF gets into the crowd. Yo, he was like face to face, like touching heads with people. Yes. He was like, "What are you going to do?" Security was right there. MJF picked up a trash can and started dumping trash on the people. Like, he didn't dump it on them, but nearby them in Chicago. They were getting pissed. They had to get people pushed back. I was like, this is the MJF I missed. It felt like old AEW for a minute when you were watching it.
It definitely did. And I appreciate everything that MJF was doing.
These dudes are beefs, bro. So I enjoyed tonight's show, man. And that's how we go off the air. Garcia gets carted out. They jive almost messed up on that ramp. That ramp was long. Derek was like, "Why is that ramp so long?" I couldn't tell you.
Yo, that was horrible. That ramp was super long.
Right?
That shouldn't have been that long the way that it was.
Yo. So listen, tonight's show. I don't know what you guys want to give it. I don't know what you guys want to do with this, but you let me know what you guys thought of tonight's show. I'm going to the comments real quick here. McKinney says, with the 54th pick, I'm picking Bronny like a hostage and asking LeBron and the Lakers and LBJ what you want to drop since they out your contract. Rubs hands together like a supervillain. He might have turned up where you were at, though. He might have said, "Oh, Indiana picked my son. I'm going to Indiana." You never know what could have happened.
This is true.
But I was talking about people, about how people don't like her because she's not that good. How can you say she's not that good if she main event at WrestleMania? Do you think they were like, let's put someone not good in WrestleMania, and it feels forced? That feels forced. I just don't. She's not main eventing these shows though. Like, right. I don't know. I don't agree. I'm going to disagree with you on it. I don't think she feels forced. I don't know. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I think she's in the right role now, though. Her being a babyface and trying to talk, nah, not right now. Heel Mercedes is the best Mercedes, in my opinion.
Agree.
I don't think her talent justifies what AEW is giving her. But you're saying she doesn't deserve the money. That was my point to all of this. Why doesn't she deserve the money? Why? What are they doing that makes her so much better than them?
I think she deserves it. She does, like, when she
get your bread, bro. I'm never gonna hate on someone getting their money.
When she wrestles, you can't deny the fact that she's a really good wrestler. You can't. It's hard. I see where you're coming from, Zach, but in the long run, she is a great wrestler. She can wrestle.
The four horsewomen will always be tied together, no matter what. People are always gonna bring those four names up and compare them and contrast them. Like I said, you tell me, I could go through and tell you what each person is number one at. I'm sure some of them are number two at something. I'm sure some of them are like the number three. And each of them are the worst at something too, if you compare them all to each other.
Yes.
Kicked them right in the Buffaloes. Ospreay Garcia was a good match, but of course it was Will Ospreay. So of course he retained. I thought Don Callis would have interfered, but I was surprisingly wrong. Yeah, we'll have to see what they do with that. Main event, another one I skipped. Dog, that was a good main event, I think.
That was.
Also, it's on the record that NXT ran at a loss for years. Well, who told you to get 3 rings to operate for some jabrones down there? Like, come on, dude. What do you want me to tell you? You keep people for 6 months and you're ready to fire them if you don't see improvement. What? What is this? I guess. You know what I mean? I'm sure one day someone will be like, yeah, man, they fired someone who could have been the next insert legend's name here, you know? Don't forget that period they did not profit. So no, are they profiting now? I've heard NXT's profiting. I know that people were in NXT saved people like me from not wanting to watch anything involving WWE. We would play basketball on Mondays during Raw. Derek will tell you, I had no issue missing Raw. Like, yep, now let's go play basketball instead.
Yep, absolutely.
I was not having fun with it, but I never did that for NXT. I always made sure that was recorded, or I would go back and watch it because NXT was my show. Didn't miss a takeover. That's what kept me around. The power of the ring. Yo, Rob is so heartless, bro. You're getting a phone call after this. I'm telling you. I had a feeling that MJF would turn heel in that aspect. I was right. So the real MJF is back. Yeah. He showed his true colors.
He definitely did.
MJF smacked the phone out of their hand. Yo,
he did. Yeah,
MJF is wilding, bro.
That was funny.
So Statlander could slide down it. Peace, bro. Thumbs up, he says, for tonight. So it's safe to say that MJF went full scumbag tonight. Yes. I'm going to give the tonight's show 2 thumbs up.
Yes.
I usually don't. We're going to Cisco and Ebert this. Matt says AEW 8 out of 10. EPW 10 out of 10. Heel Mercedes over babyface Mercedes. Rob's comment. Sorry, Derek. Derek's man is Edge. Edge, Adam Copeland on AEW. Main event at Mania, and he actually sucks. Come on now. I'm not going to agree with that. I'm not going to say he sucks. He's a horrible human being, though, for what he did to Matt Hardy. But sucks? That's a little harsh. A little harsh. I'm going to have to ask you why you think that. Zach says, because she's not that good. I feel like that's so diminishing, though, to like somebody's like work, though. Not that good doesn't get to main event WrestleMania is what I'm saying. I'm sorry, but listen, people can hate Roman Reigns all they want. I see why Roman Reigns was main eventing WrestleManias. I see it. I see why they picked him. Honestly, he's got the looks. Most women cheer for this dude. Yeah. They fawn over him. Grannies fawn over him. Like when I'm watching wrestling and like the in-laws and their family come over, the aunties are all in here like, who's that? Oh.
Honestly, like so
I'm like, I get it. In my mind, I'm like, check. They
right. So I mean, so Zach, if you say that, then the same can be said about Charlotte. What's so good about Charlotte? Presentation? Okay, I'll give you that. Wrestling skills? I don't think she's that good.
I think Charlotte's really good in the wrestling skills department.
I don't.
You could question a lot of it. If we're gonna say that she deserves it that much, then we may as well pay Britt and Tony, some of the other girls in AEW that much. Yeah, when Tony Storm's contract comes up, she should get paid. I would definitely put it out there for the money. Britt, I don't know about Britt. Britt's going to have time probably added to her contract, I assume. 10 months is a long time.
Britt didn't start getting good until she became a heel.
Yeah, that also helped her, but I wasn't impressed by her performances like right before she left either, though. I was just like, okay.
It was just kind of like... And
she kind of let Jamie Hayter kind of took over her spotlight a little bit, and that's where we were. NXT is one of the reasons people sign on for the WWE Network. I will agree with that. Terrell says A+ show for him. I do think I'm going to have to watch the main event post because that sounds good. Zach, watch the main event, bro. I'm telling you, it was good. Remember, not a lot of people like Toni Storm when she first came to AEW. It took a while for her to find herself. I agree. And I think Mercedes realized too, like, yo, babyface me ain't it. So let's switch it up. EPW 10 out of 10. AEW sounds like I'll be watching the replay. It was a good show tonight, McKinney. I wouldn't BS you on that. Wouldn't. In WWE, she was choreographed and scripted. Then she went to places where she doesn't have that, but you're wrong there. They hired Jennifer Pepperman. She's writing scripts for her. You could tell she's reading off scripts still, because that's who the writer was for her in WWE that she liked. That's why they brought her in. She's probably writing scripts for her. I don't know what you mean by choreographed. I mean, the matches are the matches. I think she's been in good matches thus far.
Yeah.
I think Toni Storm's character work's been better. And as far as overall storytelling, yes, Toni Storm's been better. But I think Mercedes' matches have been better as far as in-ring standpoint. My man, Derek, I've never really liked Charlotte, to be honest. She coast off her last name. She can't help being a Flair, though.
No, she can't. But let's not... Okay, never mind.
Go ahead. We can end on this.
Am I clear?
Yes.
Am I clear? How the fuck did she get all these championship titles She's not that fucking
well,
good.
Well, that's
bro.
my one thing that I argue with people who like Charlotte. I know several people who like Charlotte, and one of my arguments towards that is, tell me one feud where the belt's not involved, where Charlotte was good, like where you're like, yo, Charlotte's the best.
That's what I'm saying.
Look right here. Charlotte's always in the title picture, and that's not to say like, well, what's she gonna say? No, I get that, but I'm also looking at your body of work, and I'm like, dude,
the body of work is garbage. Without that title on the line, it is trash.
Hey, KJ, what's good? I see you on Twitter.
It is straight garbage, bro. Like her body of work without the title.
He said rather be a Flair than a McGillicuddy.
Okay, I'll give you that. And the same thing with Becky Lynch. To me, this dude will tell you, the best match I've seen her in was when she wrestled Doudrop.
Piper Niven. Now.
Piper Niven, yeah. That was the
we don't call her by that slave name.
Well,
all right, those names suck.
Well, that is true. Even though
that was the name at the time.
At the time, but definitely, I felt like that was Becky's best match.
I actually like the matches Becky's had with Nia. I don't think Becky. See, here's the weird thing. So I'm gonna make a comparison, and then we're gonna get out of here. I promise. 4 horsewomen. When you ask me, like, who's the best in ring, I prefer Mercedes. Mercedes to me is the best in ring, followed by Bayley, Charlotte, and then Becky's dead last to me. Yes. Who's the best talkers of the 4, though? I have Becky at number 1. Bayley would probably be number 2. Charlotte 3, Mercedes 4. Mercedes just not a good talker. And this is how you know, like, oh, I'm not being biased. I'm just telling you how I feel if we came to ranking them. And each of them do something. To me, who's the best well-rounded, who could do everything? Bayley's number 1. Bayley is not really the worst at any of these subjects that I've already brought up. She's the most well-rounded. You know what Bayley's not good at, where I put her in last place, is being noticed. Putting herself so that they pay attention to her enough. I think Bayley sits back a little bit too much, and the others are more like, yo, nah, you're going to notice me. We're going to talk. We're going to have a problem.
Right.
I'm trying to think. Charlotte, best presentation.
Yeah.
They give her the best presentation. She looks like a star when she comes out. I'm not going to lie to you and say that.
That's what I will give her, is presentation. Ring skills, she's good, but not the best.
100%, Rob. Bayley's the 5'2" player of the horsewomen. Becky was super over when she was the man, but man, I don't think she's really been over since then. Yeah, you can argue that. That was her peak, though. Like when they put her in those like video games in the Hall of Fame, it's going to be that version of her with the black and yellow stuff, man. Charlotte's the only program where the title was online was the program with Trish. And isn't it sad we didn't even remember that? And I was at that pay-per-view, for the record, at SummerSlam. Still mad Trish didn't live up to that retirement stipulation, too. McKinney says, I don't dig Charlotte on the mic. Her in-ring is dominant, and a lot of the title reigns were forced on us. The thing about Charlotte is she's still a standout, tall, blonde, athletic. That's WWE's MO. Listen, this ain't about WWE. WWE's got Money in the Bank coming up. We won't be live, but you know who will be? Sean Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. So make sure you guys go over there, check Sean out. If I can get over there at the last minute, I told him I would. So no promises that I'll be on, but I want you guys over there. I'll probably be in the post review in the chat too. So make sure you guys are over there. But for myself and the man they call Derek, we are going to be out for this episode of Everything Pro Wrestling. Catch us next week when we'll be back to review another AEW Dynamite for you. We are out. 1.